$150 million per year landing page and offer strategy. We're going to be breaking down how this brand Maelys is generating 9 figures every single year with a combination of a direct response landing page and free trial try before you buy offer. Now, one of the biggest bottlenecks for e-commerce brands when they're trying to scale is cracking both the offer but also increasing conversion rate, and those go hand in hand. So in this video, by showing you this example when this brand is crushing it, hopefully you can apply these same strategies to your own brand to start increasing conversion rate and start acquiring more new customers from your meta ads on a more consistent basis and scale your ad spend and revenue as a result. So let's get right into the video. Quick refresh on the dashboard here in Shopify to show you that I'm qualified to speak on the topic of growing e-commerce brands and that you can trust the information I'm going to be sharing with you today. All of the stuff I'm going to be talking about in today's video is what we do for our clients to help them scale to 8 figures. Last 30 days, you can see here, just over 758K in revenue. We help brands go from 7 to 8 figures and 8 figures to multiple 8-figure stage. And what I'm going to be showing you today is 2 different landing pages from this brand Maelys, but also the offer structure. Now, the landing pages are slightly different, but they have a lot of similarities and the offer structure is the same, okay? Now, if we just take a step back and go back to where everything initiates from the ads, we can see that both the ad and landing page is congruent, right? And this is very, very important to increasing conversion rate, just making sure that customers know they're in the right place when they do click on an ad and go to the landing page, okay? So the ads are highlighting the offer, right? Tone your body while you sleep for just $5.90. They're highlighting the try before you buy offer and other ads, right? Get a full-size jar, try at home for 3 weeks, just $5.90, right? You just pay shipping. So it's a classic just pay shipping offer, and I'm going to see this in a little bit more detail in just a moment. And aside from just using offer-driven ads, they're also using other ads, other video ads, UGC ads with frameworks to drive people to those same offer pages like this one.
3 reasons why you might regret using Get Dreamy. First, your skin...
Okay, a classic 3 reasons video. And this is very congruent because this traffic is being driven to a 5 reasons why page, right? So this brings us to the first page. 5 reasons to try this booty mask, just $5. An award-winning cellulite mask with thousands of 5-star reviews. Claim a full-size product now and try it for 3 weeks, okay? So the trial, if I just refresh this, it sets like a 20-minute countdown timer to add some urgency. Urgency is always time-based, scarcity is unit-based. So urgency here is that, okay, there's actually a time limit to this, which is gonna, speed up my decision-making process, gonna force me to make a decision in 20 minutes. And you can see here, the 5 reasons why page, it is one of the simplest pages to produce because it is a very simple design. It's image and text, image and text, image and text, all the way down the page. And then you have your CTA and usually some reviews as well. Now, when you're creating a listicle, you don't always have to do 5 reasons. You could do 4 reasons, 6, 7, 10, 12. It doesn't really matter. You could test around. We have found that 5 reasons just as a whole in general works best across the board. So I would start there and then you could test other ones throughout. Now, in terms of the actual reasons themselves, it does depend on your headline, right? So this one is just about trying the booty mask, right? This is people who are more aware in the stage of market awareness. They've seen the ad, they already know they have the problem, they already know that the solution's out there. They're just wondering if this solution is right for them. By the way, if you're a new viewer here, my name is Jordan Hayes. I actually run a marketing agency where we help e-commerce brands scale their revenue profitably. Now, if you're running an e-commerce brand, you're doing over 100K per month in revenue, and you're facing challenges with scale, maybe your ads or your funnel is not working as well as it used to or should be, or even if it's just a lack of time and resource to put into scaling this part of the business, then that's exactly what we help with. So down below this video, there'll be a link to book a call with me. We'll have a conversation about your business, learn more about the challenges, your objectives, and see if there's a fit for us to work together. Worst case scenario, I can provide some insights as we're seeing with our other clients to help you at your current stage of your business. And as I mentioned, this is for brands who are doing at least 100K per month in revenue and they need help with scaling and obviously want to scale profitably. And in the way in which we help brands scale is we provide services across both customer acquisition and customer retention, done for you services which are completely hands-off. We take care of everything for you. And that includes media buying, CRO, landing pages, ad creative, email marketing, SMS marketing, overall growth strategy, lifetime value optimization, all that stuff, okay? So with that said, let's get back to the video. So at this stage of awareness, we need to focus on social proof and increasing trust that this works. And then it's different from other failed solutions, right? The first reason it actually works, right? We show a before and after, right? It's probably the most powerful thing you can do for a product like this when you're talking to people at this stage of awareness, as I mentioned, right? Adding trust, it's an Ulta Beauty bestseller. It has thousands of 5-star reviews, more social proof, right? Clinically proven, more social proof, more trust. Science-powered formula, right? More trust. 90% saw the skin on the booty and thighs appear smoother. And try before you buy, finally we get to the offer. So you can see it's very, almost purely focused on trust and authority and social proof, and not even so much about how the product works, right? Because as I mentioned, we're talking to people who are already at that later stage of awareness. Now, in terms of the offer itself, it is a try before you buy, only pay shipping, free trial offer. Now, if you look at some other brands, like this brand Lumen Skin, you might have heard of them. They do 9 figures. They've been around for a while. And the offer that they're, I guess, famous for is the free trial offer, right? And basically you take a quiz, you get a personalized recommended skincare kit, you try a travel size for free, and then you get auto-enrolled into a subscription, right? It's the same here with this brand Carp. This brand does 8 figures. It says try 3 cents free for 14 days, right? You just pay shipping, and then you're automatically enrolled in a subscription to get those new cents. So this is an example here from this brand Carp. They do 8 figures a year in revenue. It says try 3 cents for free for 14 days. You just pay shipping, and then you only pay for what you keep, okay? So a similar style offer where we're giving them for free is to try before you buy. And this is so powerful and effective, right? So they have two options. You could try it and subscribe, or you can just try it now and pay $54 if you keep it. You pay $43.20 if you keep it, right, with a subscribe and save. I would, just in terms of optimizations here, I would pre-select the try it and subscribe and save, just because we want people to go in there and we want to reduce less work. And you can see here just some additional benefits with the subscribe and save is that you get 20% off all orders, you cancel in time, 10% cash back, and also you get this free gift as well, okay? A button to go to the checkout, right? Looking at this second landing page, which is used for very similar style ads, where if our body toning whip doesn't work, you don't pay, right? And this is like a before and after. And then when you come from an ad like this to the landing page, you notice how congruent it is, right? It is literally the same headline. If our toning whip doesn't work, you won't pay, because that's likely what's hooked people and got people's interest to click on the ad, right? So what we just do is we just reiterate what we said in the ad to make the landing page experience and the ad congruent, right? The customer knows they're in the right place, and it just gets them to continue reading, right? Our landing pages, just like ads, we need to hook people back in, right? We can't just expect our ads to do well and send people to a landing page that's not optimized. It doesn't work like that. You need to hook people in on your landing page, and you need to retain them throughout the landing page, and you need to get them to take an action, right? You need to get them to click the button to go to the checkout, to go to add to cart, go to the next page, whatever it is, right? Whatever the next step is from this landing page. And then the subheadline says, we heard some women think that our Get Dreamy toning whip can tone the body while you sleep. So we decided to give everyone a chance to try a full-size jar at home for 3 weeks and only pay to see results at the end of the trial. Okay, so the answering an objection, which is basically it doesn't work while you sleep, right? And basically it could even mean that they just don't think it's going to work in the first place. Answering that objection by saying, look, we're so confident in our product that you can try it before you buy, right? Now, quick caveat here, of course, only do one of these offers if your unit economics work, right? And if you're testing this for the first time, you're not really going to understand what the LTV on this is, right? How many people actually convert into a subscription offer? How many people can actually be charged, right? You're going to deal with failed credit card payments, right? You need to factor all these different things in, and you won't have that data until you actually test it, right? So my recommendation is that if you do have the unit economics to test something like this, then test a small cohort, a sample size, run some ads, acquire some customers with this offer, and then pause the offer, wait 30 days, wait 60 days, wait 90 days, and look at the data from that cohort, right? How many people actually continued into subscription? What was the percentage of failed payments? And then start tracking like a 30, 60, 90-day LTV. So that is going to determine how much you can spend to acquire new customers for this offer, okay? Now this page itself is a very similar layout to the 5 reasons page we actually just saw, with image and text down the page. It doesn't really have any reasons. It just kind of goes through 3 different points, right? Again, we're talking about clinically toning whip in the US. We're talking about trust, authority, social proof, before and after, day 1 and day 56, right? We're setting expectations for results. Ulta Beauty bestseller, which we already saw, and science-backed formula. So again, with this page, they're not doing a ton of product education. It's more, it works, it's proven, try it now, right? The offer is really doing the heavy lifting is what's happening here, okay? And let me see here that the offer is the same as we saw for this other product, right? So actually testing the same offer with 2 different products. This one is Be Tight, and this one here is Get Dreamy, okay? And it's the same, right? Try it and subscribe, or try it now. And you can imagine that the conversion rate on this is extremely high because you just pay shipping, okay? So that is it for this video. I want to show you guys these pages and these offer structures just so you can see how you can apply this to your own brand. A short one today, but hopefully very and full of value that you can take away and apply. If you want to scale your brand and get your objectives much faster, and you want to work with a team that has done this time and time again, then there's a link below this video to my website. We can have a chat, we can talk about your business, see if there's a fit for us to work together. We are highly, highly selective with the brands that we work with. We only work with 8 brands at the time of recording this, and we only have room for 1 more. So if you're an e-com brand owner that's doing over 100K per month, as I mentioned, link down below, and we'll have a chat about your business and see if there's something we can help with. But that's it for this video, and I'll see you in the next one.